Hey everyone, Draco Prime 220 here, and there's a little topic I want to talk about today. I think it was either before or after the 2017 My Little Pony movie came out that Hasbro put out like a sheet of a planning sheet of what they were thinking of doing with My Little Pony. And there were two things that piqued my interest. One of them was like a movie to wrap up everything, which of course did not happen. But also, and to speak of that, there was early concept art of the sequel to the My Little Pony film, like one with a dragon and an underground city, and them on a beach listening to a pony playing like a little guitar or something. Now here's the thing. One thing that I think they should have done before Gen 4 even wrapped up was that it looked like, I know I've seen this sheet before because on one of the previous videos I've watched, it was on there. It was this sheet that they had all the plans for what they were doing with My Little Pony from, I think, the movie till 2020, I believe. And one of them, interestingly enough, was a Celestia and Luna prequel film. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I really think they should have done that because I think the back history of Celestia and Luna had so much potential to be its own movie. It could have been like similar to the nature of Transformers 1, showing how characters, who they become, what they go through to become those characters that we know, like Megatron, for example. Megatron, pretty much, due to the falseness of Sentinel Prime, just the deception with their leader, and also fueled by hate, being a slave, and wanting revenge and payback. It was so, and a lot of other deep things that were in Megatron or D16 that made him to who he became. I really think they should have done that. Think about it. We could have gotten a movie in the movie-style animation for a Celestia and Luna prequel film. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. You know, it could have really gone similar like Transformers 1. Like, this could have, like, it could have been about maybe Celestia and Luna coming to Equestria after it's first founded by the first founders of Equestria, like Commander Hurricane, Princess Platinum, Chancellor Puddinghead, Clover the Clever, and also, who's the other one? Wait a minute. Chancellor Puddinghead, Princess Platinum, Clover the Clever, Commander Hurricane. I know there's another or two others, but, and because actually we never got to actually see them, the first founders of Equestria, themselves. We only got an idea of who they were in a play, a retelling of Equestria's foundation. But that it could have been that, you know, part of it could have been that how, and about Starswirl the Bearded, like his relationship, his bond with the two sisters. You know, was he like a father figure? Was he like a mentor? Not just a teacher? That sort of thing. And it could have also have shown the many villains they faced that play into what comes, you know, in Friendship is Magic. Like, I do know from the comics, when Chrysalis fought Celestia, Celestia gave her a nasty burn. And it pretty much explains why Chrysalis looks all messed up the way she does. I have to admit, even though Queen Chrysalis is messed up like that, I have to say she carries herself okay. You know, she doesn't view herself, oh, I'm repulsive, I'm ugly. She carries herself like, I'm beautiful. I may be messed up, but I'm beautiful. You know, but, and that really shows how powerful Celestia and Luna can be. Like, their confrontation with Discord, their battle with Tyrek, they're teaming up with Scorpan to stop Tierig from taking magic. You know, leading up to Star Swirl and the Pillar's disappearance, then ultimately leading into the battle between Celestia and Luna when she becomes Nightmare Moon. And also, this could have taken a good golden opportunity to delve deeper into Luna's inner turmoil, her jealousy, her anger, her sadness. Maybe she's trying, and she's seeing that nothing she's doing is working, and of course there'd be songs, It's My Little Pony. It's tradition to have a song or two or three. But, we could have gone deeper into her turmoil and what shows us what leads her to becoming Nightmare Moon, and get a more in-depth version of the confrontation we saw in Season 4, Episode 2. I really think that could have worked. I really think this movie could have had a lot of potential. Of course, it never happened, but I do know, because someone else did have this sheet up on their screen when they were talking about what My Little Pony was planning. And also, I would have liked to have seen that, because I think it would have given a lot of people who are fans of Celestia, fans of Luna, a lot of satisfaction. Getting a movie revolved around them, their history with Equestria's Foundation, onward. Heck, I even think Cadence deserved her own little movie. Because there is the most recent MLP comic that's related to G4 is The Rise of Cadence. I personally think, if not a movie, similar to Rainbow Road Trip, that could have been a special, like a 45 to 50 minute special, or heck, even a smaller movie, 70 minutes. Because a while back, movies were not always 2 hours. Some of them varied from an hour to 70 minutes to 80 minutes to 90 minutes. Now everything's 2 hours or more. But they could have done something like that, given Cadence her own movie, based off the Rise of Cadence. And I don't know, I personally believe we could have gotten, if we gotten these movies, I really think it would have given a lot of, because Cadence didn't really get a lot of spotlight in the show, to be honest. And I think Cadence had a very good way, an interesting story. There are people saying that, and even in the comic they say that she could be a descendant of Princess Amore. Heck, we could have even gotten a Princess Amore flashback to connect the Crystal Empire to Cadence, because why does she have the crystal heart as a cutie mark? That could have been answered. We could have gone a Crystal Empire, Princess Amore flashback, her confrontation with Sombra, and maybe explain why she is found abandoned. I just think, I just really think a lot of this had potential, and of course it didn't happen, but there was no confirmation of a Cadence movie, but there was talk of us there on the board, on this sheet. There was a Celestia and Luna prequel film that thought that was in the works. But of course that didn't happen, which is a bummer. I have to say a lot of things had potential and never got to see the light of day, and that, I think that sucks. But here's the next topic. A lot of people are hoping Gen 4 is not making a comeback. Just let it go. You know what? I'm going to say something really quick. I know people don't want Gen 4 to come back, but they could have finished it. They could have wrapped up Gen 4's and Gen 5's story in one nice little package if they did not cancel G5. Say what you want about it. There are people that enjoy it. There are people who found it entertaining and found the lore interesting. I'm one of them. But I'm going to be honest with you. If they just would have finished Gen 5, we could have sat back, said goodbye to Equestria, and they could have moved on. But did they do that? No. No, they didn't. Now people are saying Gen 4 might be making a return, either a reboot of it or a potential season 10. I don't know what's going to happen. Nothing's been revealed yet, and I really don't know what Hasbro's waiting for. Like, everyone keeps saying fall because it's the anniversary of My Little Pony. I don't know, but they need to reveal something soon. I'm not trying to be mean here, but China's getting a lot more than we are, and right now, the fan content is the only thing that's keeping us going here in America. This is nothing against China. I'm glad somebody's getting something, because we're not. At least someone somewhere in the world's getting something. And currently, with what's been going on with Magpie and Lost, they're taking a break after what has happened. And right now, Magpie's on, like, Patreon support pretty much because of what's been going on, because YouTube doesn't want to fix this mistake. And I think that's wrong. That's wrong. Like, and on top of that, Sparks of Unity has been canceled. I don't really know the details of why, but yeah, another audio drama, you know, a new audio drama that had a lot of potential just got canned. So, yeah, that sucks. But life is like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're gonna get. And if you know that reference, awesome. But, yeah, I personally think they should have finished Gen 5 and then they could have wrapped up Equestria's story with a nice little bow. But, yeah, I do personally think, whether people want to hear this or not, I do think Gen 4 is going to be making a comeback, whether it's a Season 10 or a reboot. We don't know yet. Hasbro has not yet revealed anything, and I really think they should soon, because the more you keep people waiting, the more anxious, more irritated people are going to get. And Hasbro, you want the power of the almighty dollar, you gotta cough up something. I'm just speaking it from facts, because that's pretty much why they also canceled Gen 5, because the toys weren't making enough. So, when they say money talks, whether you like that or not, unfortunately. But, yeah, I really do think Gen 4 is making a comeback, because a reboot of Gen 4 is not unheard of. That's what Gen 5 was originally going to be, and I have to admit, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I did like the concepts. Some of the concept art I saw, actually really cool. I actually liked Rainbow Dash with this forward mohawk with a golden, like, little crown thing on her. Having Twilight as this innovative Earth pony was pretty cool. Having Fluttershy as a unicorn. Having, of course, Rarity, of course, being who she is. A unicorn, you know. But I liked the designs. And then turning Applejack into, like, a Viking-esque Earth pony. Now, that's pretty cool. She'd be going all How to Train Your Dragon on the bad guys. That'd be kind of cool. Better yet, she'd go all Astrid. And I wouldn't be too surprised if Astrid was a bit of influence to make Applejack at that time a Viking-esque pony. She'd be going all Astrid on everyone. She'd go all Astrid on Discord. I don't think Discord would be prepared for that. So, whether it's a Season 10 or a reboot of Gen 4, people are still thinking there's a Ponyverse coming, because of the leaks of the animatics that were revealed a couple years back. That could still be a thing. We don't know for sure. Some people say it's canceled, but we don't know for sure. We haven't heard from the, pardon the pun, the horse's mouth, the legit facts of what is going on. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about what could have had a lot of potential, and I think, I'll be honest, I would have watched the Celestia and Luna prequel film, because I really think it could have been like the Transformers 1 at the time. like, I'll say this, Transformers 1 is one of the best Transformer films I've seen in a long time. Second is Bumblebee. But, yeah, I really think, that should have happened, because, you know, Luna is, like, favorite princess among the Alicorn characters. I am a Luna fan myself, because I can relate to Luna in a bit of a way. You know, jealousy, you know, that sort of thing. Trying to be better, you know, but, yeah. I just wanted to talk about that, and talk about the potential of what is the future of My Little Pony, because Hasbro doesn't really want to give out anything yet. And they said this year and was the year of the pony, and 2027 is the rebrand of the franchise. So maybe what people are saying about fall has some credibility, because if it falls the anniversary, they reveal some around that time, and that's like around September, October, and then by January, we probably in early July, January, February, we get a reveal of something. Just saying. But we don't know for sure. We're just going to have to wait and see, and just cross our fingers that we get something. And where this live-action My Little Pony film is concerned, we don't know who the cast of ponies are going to be, or if there's, or the humans. And we don't even know what they're going to look like. But there is San Diego Comic-Con coming up soon, so probably maybe Hasbro will announce something. I don't know. But, leave your thoughts in the comments section down below. And if you like this video, subscribe. It would be very appreciated. And I'll be until next time. I am Draco Prime 220 signing off.